Hi, my name is Michelle Arevalo, and this is my audience. As you can see. So today I'll be talking about why recreational marijuana should be legalized. There are many reasons why recreational marijuana should be legalized, and this has been a debate going on for several years. It has been going around all over the United States whether their state should legalize it or not. It has been on the ballot several times. Luckily, Nevada is one of the states that has been legalized, along with, I believe, 33 other states. Next year, they are legalizing more states. I believe Arizona is finally going to be recreational. It has been medical for a very long time now. Marijuana is so safe that even doctors recommend it to their patients. Moving on to the safety, marijuana has been proven to be one of the most safest drugs out there. In this visual from NOAC, as you can see at the very bottom, marijuana has no deaths compared to tobacco, which has 443,000 deaths, and alcohol, which has 38,700,000 deaths. So it has a lot of other interesting information, like saying that $10.7 billion would be earned from tax revenue if marijuana was legalized. Along with that, marijuana is recommended by doctors, as I said earlier. It is recommended to a lot of cancer patients since their chemotherapy is really tough. Doctors recommend it so that it could ease their pain and they could feel a little bit less stressed out about what is going on with their chemotherapy, with their life, really just a break from reality. Not just cancer patients, but also anxiety and depression patients. A lot of therapists and psychologists recommend anxiety patients to take it to calm their nerves, and it has been proven that it does work. Along with that, it works for epilepsy, glaucoma. It is also on this visual. Epilepsy, glaucoma, it reduces suicide rates, and it also helps with Alzheimer's and OCD. Marijuana is super beneficial. Moving on to that, marijuana would be beneficial not just in health, but also in tax revenue, like I mentioned earlier. Marijuana would bring in so much tax revenue. In Colorado, when they legalized it, according to Krishna, they brought in millions and billions of dollars. Together, the United States brought in 6.9 billion, 6.7, sorry, when they counted up all the tax revenues from dispensaries and medical dispensaries as well. Marijuana also can be ingested in different ways, which is healthier than alcohol and tobacco. In any way possible that alcohol and tobacco is ingested, it is unhealthy. As for marijuana, it can be ingested through topicals, which is like creams. That is really good for cramps, or it's really good if you just want to numb the area a little bit. It is also able to be ingested through food, known as edibles. It can be portioned out to milligrams. So 1,000 milligrams would be a lot, but a lot of patients take in 10 to 15 milligrams at a time in order to be able to feel that high. Along with that, there has been less DUIs from marijuana than there is from alcohol, and the reason for this is because marijuana doesn't really make you be unconscious. You are very conscious while you're ingesting it, and you remember everything that happens. As for alcohol, you do get unconscious. Sometimes you black out, and you can get very dehydrated. Moving on to how it could better our future. Marijuana can better our future in so many ways, and one of them is if we decriminalize it, the jails would be more empty and they would have more space for actual bad people. Another thing that it would benefit is that there would be less drug dealers out there, since they would be since dispensaries would be able to basically take their jobs. Drug dealers wouldn't know what to do, and if anything, they would get a lot less business. Another thing that it benefits is that it will, it will also bring down criminal rates. Like I mentioned before, there would be not a lot of people going to jail for it. And in conclusion, marijuana is so much healthier than any other drug that is already legal out there. Like I mentioned before, alcohol and tobacco. As we know, Oregon has recently legalized almost all of the drugs, becoming the second Amsterdam. So legalizing marijuana in all of the states wouldn't be so bad. If anything, it would help a lot with the population. It would help the economy a lot, and it would help people be able to be comfortable in their own homes, and they would be able to do it freely without having to worry about being caught by the police or having to worry about smelling in public, because obviously it's legal, so people shouldn't be worried about that. Hopefully this taught you a little bit more about marijuana and helps you realize that it should be legalized all over the world, and it is not to be seen as a illegal substance or something that is a crime. Thank you so much again, and this is my lovely audience. Thank you.